on in the United States as Joe Biden takes office as president. Retirement age for teachers in Nigerian public schools increased from 60 to 65 years. And Imo State Governor seeks presidential intervention to combat COVID-19. Thank you for joining us on the news at this time. I am Onyi Adekunle. We begin with news from the United States, where Joe Biden has been formally sworn in as the 46th president of the United States. Biden took the oath of office at the U.S. Capitol in Washington alongside Vice President Kamala Harris, the first woman to hold that position. Guests include former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle Obama, George W. Bush and Laura Bush, as well as Bill and Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump did not attend his successor's inauguration, making him the fourth president not to do so. However, the event is graced by Trump's deputy, Mike Pence. Well, congratulations are in order there for U.S. President Joe Biden and Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. Moving on now back home in Nigeria, it is good news for teachers in Nigerian public schools as the bill seeking the extension of retirement age for teachers from 60 to 65 years has been approved by the federal government. The Harmonized Retirement Age for Teachers Bill 2021 was approved at the Federal Executive Council's first meeting of the year, held and presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja today. Addressing correspondents after the meeting, Minister of Education Adamu said the bill has now been sent to the National Assembly for its consideration and possible approval.
The intention is to attract the best brains to the teaching profession. For that, the President approved the reintroduction of bursary awards, which I told you here last year, improving teacher quality, funding teaching practice now from that fund. He approved an enhanced entry point for teachers, and then he approved that there should be some special allowances that will allow teachers at least to be posted to places like that you can consider hardship posting, rural posting allowance, science teacher allowance, and then of course we had the Teacher Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN, under us that has professionalized the profession.
The chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, Lagos State Chapter, Adedoyin Adesina, now joins us on the news to discuss this. Mr. Adesina, thank you very much for joining us on the news.
Good evening.
Now, what do you make of this new development, and what does it mean for the teaching profession in Nigeria?
Well, it's a right step in the right direction. It is what we have been clamoring for over time. Because when you look at the genesis of the implementation of what we are having today, they started with the judges, later they come to the university, colleges of education and polytechnics. Under the education down ladder, it's only the primary and secondary school in the education sector that have not been considered. But the clamor started with the assistance of the Nigerian Union of Teachers and some well-meaning Nigerians who conducted researches that if you are using Singaporean method, Finland.
Well, we lost Mr. Adedoyin.
No. I'm here.
Mr. Adedoyin Adesina there, but we'll try to bring him back before the end of the news. And now, still on education matters, the Vice Chancellor of Modibo Adama University, Yola, Abdullahi Tukar, says the institution is set to fully transform into the new status of a conventional university conferred on it by an Act of Parliament recently signed into law by President Muhammadu Buhari. Tukar disclosed this when he led a delegation of the school on a courtesy visit to the Senate President Ahmed Lawan. Last year, President Buhari signed and approved the bill which sought the transformation of Modibo Adama University of Technology, MAUTEC, to a conventional one that can run courses including medical and other allied sciences.
From 2016, our admissions have dwindled. We came down from admitting 7,000 per annum to 2,500. So we don't have the threshold to manage a sustainable university. We are not going to expand so dramatically as it were. We are going to resuscitate, reintroduce all the courses that were stopped in 2016, That alone, because we have the facilities, we have the staff. We have over 100 staff in that school. All the programs, accounting, economics, banking and finance, management, they are all fully accredited before they are stopped. So we are going to swing into action. From the next admission cycle, our university is going to go. Sometimes in July 2019, under the support and guidance of Senator Aishatu Ahmad Ginani, we saw the Senate President. We put the law of the university before him. We told him the challenges associated with that law with respect to our expansion and development. He saw reason with us and swung into action. And today, we have a brand new law. We might not be a new university, but we have a new law.
Well, let's now rejoin Mr. Adedoyin Adesina, the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers Lagos State Chapter, to speak more on the adjustment of retirement age for teachers from 60 to 65 years. Mr. Adedoyin, yeah, before you went off, you were talking about, you said that you had been clamoring for this for a very long time. Now, please tell us what this would mean for the teaching profession in Nigeria.
Well, thank you very much. Because in most of the countries of the world, you don't allow the best brain to go out prematurely. So when you look at the African Union has shown that in Singapore, it's 67 years. In Finland, 65. Even in Morocco and Egypt here, 65. But we notice that the gap between the mentors and the mentees in Nigeria is becoming fading out as a result of a early retirement and lack of recruitment of teachers. So in view of this, with the retainership of the best brain or the old brain that can mentor the younger ones to put them in the right direction, it's going to go a long way to make sure that we have a good service delivery and educational development in Nigeria. That's the reason why it is considered that the university professor to retire at the age of 70, all others at 65, because they know that the more you develop on the job, the more you have accumulated knowledge and experiences, because experience cannot be bought in the market.
Well, very well indeed, Mr. Adedoyin Adesina, the NUT chairman, speaking to us there. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Moving on, President of Benin Republic, Patrice Talon, has assured the Nigerian government that his government will take a decisive step on the issue of smuggling and human trafficking in both countries. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, disclosed this while briefing journalists after Patrice Talon paid a courtesy visit to President Muhammadu Buhari at the State House in Abuja. Onyema says the two leaders are working on achieving better cordial relations between both countries.
The issue of trafficking in drugs, smuggling of drugs, and intelligence as to the sources of that and who the beneficiaries are should be addressed comprehensively and definitively, so that there will never be any question of drugs being smuggled into Nigeria. That it's the consequences on our country is just enormous, and it's almost an existential threat to the country. The youth of the country have been blighted by this, and so the president of Benin is going to do everything within his powers to ensure that this thing doesn't rear its ugly head ever again, that there will never be any issue of whatever, whether it's smuggling, whether it's trafficking, whatever it is, between Benin and Nigeria.
On his part, the Minister of Trade and Investment, Adeniyi Adebayo, says reopening of borders is inevitable considering the AfCFTA agreement between the federal government, which has reached agreement with Benin Republic government to put a stop to the menace of smuggling and trafficking.
Must remember that Nigeria signed on to the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which has come into force which came into force on the 1st of January this year. So it is key that the borders are open. We have a situation whereby in the past a lot of smuggling had been going on between Benin and Nigeria. A lot of people would smuggle goods in through the ports in Benin, but we have been in discussions even before today with the officials of the Benin government, and we have reached certain agreements whereby this practice will stop. We are still in discussions with them with a view to see how we can assist them also so that that practice is brought to an end.
And President Muhammadu Buhari says his administration is committed to the enthronement of democracy and good governance in Africa. President Buhari said this while at the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding aimed at achieving a transparent national second peer review process of the African Peer Review Mechanism, APRM. Buhari, while lauding the progress made so far, restated that Nigeria would continue to support Africa's renewal and rebirth in the collective commitment in order to attain sustainable growth.
As you are aware, the government of Nigeria has consistently supported the strengthening of democracy and good governance throughout the African continent, including under the umbrella of the African Peer Review Mechanism. We remain fully committed to promoting the good governance practice enshrined in the ideals and vision of the new partnership for African development, which gave birth to this review mechanism. Nigeria will continue to support Africa's renewal and rebirth, evident in the collective commitment to this review in order to consolidate Africa's path to healthy democracy and sustainable growth.
Let's take a break here, but still to come. FEC approves 1.4 billion naira for upgrade of Calabar Free Trade Zone area. Details after this break.
Corruption not in my country.
Hello? Yeah, I found your wallet in front of a supermarket. Meet me at Apple Junction. Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Now we find out. Two of us.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, it's surprising that men like you still exist in the police force.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
This is just a token of my appreciation.
Oh, no. You don't need to do this. We're only doing our job.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Now I know police is really my friend.
Yes.
Friend. Hey. Okay, which came up with this one? I don't understand.
You know your problem. You are greedy. I'm a policeman who is doing his job. All forms of corruption in the force. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Glad to have you back. Now, here is a quick reminder of some of our top stories tonight. The bill seeking the extension of the retirement age for teachers from 60 years to 65 years have been approved by the federal government. The Harmonized Retirement Age for Teachers Bill 2021 was approved at the Federal Executive Council meeting today and has been sent to the National Assembly for possible approval. We also told you that President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed his commitment to partnership with relevant stakeholders towards achieving a transparent national second peer review of the African Peer Review Mechanism, APRM. The goal of the mechanism is to promote, strengthen, and increase the effectiveness of governance standards and socio-economic development in the country. Now, in case you missed any of our news bulletin or for more updates, do log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Google+ at TV360 Nigeria. On Facebook, we're at TV360 Online.
Corruption not in my country.
Give him his shoes somewhere here. His phone and everything.
Don't do like that again.
Thank you. So, bye-bye. Hey, Oga, where do you think you are going? Home.
You never shake body.
Eh?
You never shake body.
Shake body, see?
Huh? You never shake body.
Eh?
You never shake body.
I no get kobo for my body.
You go take for here.
Sit down there. What's this man still doing here?
They say I do shake body. I shake body, I shake body. They say I do this. And I say I don't get kobo.
You are asking for money.
Sorry, ma'am.
Asking for money to bail a suspect is an act of corruption. Both of you will be punished. Corruption is not allowed within the force. Remember,
Police is your friend. Giving and taking bribe is wrong.
corruption not in my country.
Stop corruption now.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. Now, 15 more persons have died from COVID-19 in Nigeria in the last 24 hours, raising the country's death tally to 1,464. The latest data from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, shows that the total number of reported infections in the country has now reached 113,305. This is after 1,301 new cases were found in 22 states on Tuesday. Lagos remains the epicenter of the virus, leading the daily tally with 551 cases, followed by the FCT and Oyo with 209 and 83 cases, respectively. As Nigeria expects to receive coronavirus vaccines in coming weeks and the country continues to record more infections, the acceptance of vaccines by Nigerians remain a major controversy. The government has said it is doing its best to allay the growing vaccine hesitancy among citizens. But how much can the government do in a short time amid a global health crisis? Our correspondent, Mary Kanu, has been speaking to some Nigerians to get their thoughts on the vaccine. Mary Kanu is now standing by. Now, Mary, will you say that this is a difficult situation for the country?
Well, thank you, Oyi. This is definitely a difficult situation for the country, as it's the government's duty to make sure that at least 70% of Nigerians are vaccinated, which then translates to about 140 million of the over 210 million Nigerians currently in the country. But the government says only a population of about 40% will be vaccinated. Now, infections are rising, and the vaccines are not in the country. I've been to some parts of Lagos State, which is the epicenter of the outbreak, just to sample the level of preparedness of the residents to receive the vaccine.
This vaccine of a thing is other people's business. So they can't be bringing that to Nigeria. That is not our problem. Like now, for instance, I think the people that need that vaccine is the government parastatals, because they are the one traveling out, so they are the one that need that vaccine. The vaccine the poor masses like me need now is food.
No, I won't take it. I won't take the vaccine. Because I don't trust the system, like I said earlier, that the COVID-19 vaccine is real or so. So it can just be a way of manipulating people again.
For those that are falling ill, they should take it. They should give us the acceptance. There should be a level of acceptance. We don't have a choice now. So if you are down, you fear no fall. So take the vaccine and get well.
To add to the growing sentiment about the vaccine, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has raised an alarm over fake vaccines in the country. The agency, however, assures it is working around the clock to safeguard the lives of Nigerians.
The vaccines that are coming in will come in with assumption that before they come in, all the paperwork must have been done. We are working on that paperwork now as we speak. Without the paperwork, the vaccines cannot come in. The full dossier submitted by the manufacturer or market authorization holder will be thoroughly reviewed by NAFDAC Vaccine Committee that is made up of multiple directorates in the agency. NAFDAC is pleading with the public to be aware no COVID vaccines have been approved by NAFDAC. Fake vaccines can cause COVID-like illnesses or other serious diseases that could kill.
Health physicians who also warn about the danger of taking the fake vaccines advises NAFDAC to step up its monitoring and evaluation to avert another health crisis in future.
More and more people will fall a victim and fall prey to this fake vaccine. And you know the dangers with fake vaccine is that not only that it is not effective in protecting an individual against COVID-19, it may contain a lot of toxic chemicals that may end up jeopardizing the health and well-being of Nigerians. So it is worrisome. And before you know what, you may start seeing people being admitted in the hospital on account of taking fake COVID-19 vaccine. So we need to watch out for these people. We need to watch out for this vaccine. NAFDAC and other regulatory agencies should, be on guard to ensure that they checkmate and nip all the people that may be directly or indirectly associated with the fake vaccine. We have to open up our eagle eyes at this time so that we can, apprehend some of these people that are moving around peddling the fake COVID-19 vaccine.
Already, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency has stepped up grassroots engagement involving religious and traditional leaders to create awareness on the COVID-19 vaccine. While that is ongoing, it will also be important to note now that no COVID-19 vaccine has been approved for sale in Nigeria.
Well, a huge task there for the government, I would say. Thank you very much. Our correspondent, Mary Kano, there. We'll take another short break here, and when we return, it will be time for business updates. Don't go away.
Hello, Alhaji. Right now I'm in Abuja. No. Hello, Adamu. Right now I'm in Kano. Yes. When I get back, I'll just call you. Look, what is wrong with you? I'm talking on the phone and you are gesticulating and doing. What's wrong with you?
Daddy, where exactly are we as we speak?
Are you alright? This is Lagos.
Well, you just lied to someone that we are in Abuja.
Keep quiet. Who told you you can tell an elderly person is lying?
Daddy, you just lied. And by lying, you are raising corrupt children for the future of Nigeria. That is corruption, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. Let's now join Jerusha Amarego for the latest developments in the world of business. Now, Jerusha, today was the first Federal Executive Council meeting of the year. What pertaining to business, what issues were raised pertaining to business today? Over to you.
Thank you, Onyi. Rightly, like you said, today was the very first Federal Executive Council meeting. And concerning business, the FEC has approved a 1.4 billion naira contract for the upgrade of electricity components of the Calabar Free Trade Zone area in Cross River State. Now, addressing journalists after the weekly FEC meeting in Abuja, the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Niyi Adebayo, explained that the contract will see the completion of the Free Trade Zone project. Take a look.
To upgrade the electrical facilities in the free trade zone area, and it was not completed. So we brought a memo, and council approved the sum of 1,484,000 naira for the completion of the electrical upgrade of the Calabar Free Trade Zone area.
And that's what we have on business. We'll now take a short break and return with stock market review. Do stay with us. The Nigerian Stock Exchange gains in the midweek trade. Now, this is reflected in the volume and value of shares transactional at the stock market on Wednesday, as investors traded 649 million shares worth 4 billion naira in 6,296 deals. Conversely, we see the all-share index also rise today by 0.23% to 41.147 basis points. Market capitalization also rose to 21 trillion naira. Now, these gains were impacted by medium and large capitalized stock of 55 gainers against 16 losers. On the gainers list, we have WAPCO Nigeria PLC, Adova, Buck Gas, and NNFM, that's Northern Nigeria Flour Mills, with a combined 5 naira 9 kobo gain. Conversely, we have, making our losers list today, Guarantee Trust Bank and Mansard with a combined 87 kobo loss, followed by Japor Gold and also Cortex. Now, these both have each 12 kobo loss. Now, this main stock market indices are on the foreign scene. On foreign market scene, we see is that the main stock market indices in New York were all on the front foot as Joe Biden prepares to become the 46th U.S. president. Now, to this end, we see that the UK and the U.S. stocks are on greens with a 0.23% gain and Dow Jones a 0.55% gain. Now, conversely, Nikkei falls on profit booking as boost from Yollen calls fades. Now, it closes at a 0.38% loss. That's all we have on stock market review. It's back to you, Onyi, for the rest of the news.
Well, thank you very much for that update, Jerusha. It's now time for entertainment reports on News Now.
Talented singer Wajaya sparked wedding rumors with fellow singer Rikasani after she posted a picture of both of them on Tuesday. Both artists were seen laughed up in the photo, which Wajaya posted on Instagram with a love-struck emoji. The declaration of love as fans and fellow industry friends overjoyed and showering them with congratulatory messages. Apart from the love-struck emoji in the caption, Wajaya added the simple message, "It's time." With Valentine's Day fast approaching, it's either a new love song is on the way or they're truly about to tie the knot. All the same, we wish them the very best. Nigerian award-winning singer Timi Dakolo has taken to his Instagram page to celebrate his 40th birthday. The music star will rise to prominence in 2007 after emerging winner of the inaugural season of Idols West Africa. Couldn't hide his joy as he recounted his humble beginning. Dakolo is married to Busola Dakolo, and their union is blessed with 3 children. A happy birthday to Timi Dakolo. Singer Brimo has returned to the screen this time for a lead role in Price of Admission, a short film directed by Udoka Oyeka. The Arakuna stars as an upcoming musician caught in the dilemma of choosing between investing his savings on his sister's education or exercising payola to further his career for their future. The short film also stars Folu Storm, Femi Branch, Udoka Oyeka, among a host of others. The short film is due to premiere on Sunday at the Alias Francaise Mike Adenuga Center. After its premiere, it will be available to stream for free on a yet-to-be-confirmed platform. And that's all we have for you on the entertainment segment of News Now.
Well, that's it on News Now at this time. Thank you very much for watching. I am Onyi Adekunle. Bye for now.